Hey guys, and welcome back to Rames Games. It'll come up eventually. We are back playing some Final Fantasy. Hello? There we go. Alright. Final Fantasy 12. We are here at Tomb of Wraithwall in the Valley of the Dead. I have done a little bit of item collecting and stuff. I got bored and I wanted to play the game, but I didn't want to stream and really miss any of the story, so we explored a little bit more of the Nam Yensa Sansi. Whereas before, we came through the Ogier and we went... it looks like we went south. No, okay, sorry. We came through this one up here. That's where we came through, and then we went to this one down. And then we just kept going east, because we knew that we needed to go east. What I had done this time was teleported myself to the Wester Sandom. Pretty sure it only looks like this because I actually have a map for the Wester Sand. Maybe not. Actually, no. I don't know. Don't know why it's looking the way it does. It almost looks unexplored. But anyways, we came to the Wester Sand, and instead of doing what we did last time, I went up north, kind of checked around some of the barrels that I missed before. They were just some crappy weapons that we've already skipped or already have, and then came down here. I got another orange teleport crystal, so that'll be good to have. We can actually just teleport directly here and then go north. It'll be much faster, but of course we don't really need that because in the Ogier Yensa takes us to Tomb of Wraithwall, and we have that teleport stone. But the other thing is, I did go south, and it is another entrance. You can see this to the Ogier Yensa right here. There's going to be somewhere in between that we haven't come across in the Ogier Yensa that takes us to this little guy. This guy cannot be accessed any other way. So that's going to be interesting to see how that comes into play. But enough talk. I might do some messing around with licenses and all that. But really, we are tip-top shape. We are going in as Vaughn, Pinello, and Ash again. We need to get Pinello a secondary mist summon thing. Quickening. That's the word that I'm looking for. Said 4 hot dogs for dinner, and my throat is not liking it. Who knew?
What was that thing?
Oh, I'm sorry, that was Vaughn. He probably deserves that voice more than half the time. I'm just kidding. So it's interesting, they're another thing that's just showing the power of magic that has been used. Words have been left by tomb watchers with God's craft armed, guard we his tomb. Dyad stirred, come they, one unto the other. So this might be the final one. I'm not really sure. But what I do know is we now have a big-ass map with a lot of contraptions, and we're going to have a lot of fighting. I don't know why I went the way that I did. Oh, here we go. Man, you see those claws extend from his shins?
Fight or run? We better decide fast.
Bro, you kidding me? I ain't no... whatever word you want to use for somebody who ain't fighting. Alright, Demon Wall, let's see what you got.
Got a surprise for you.
I'm going to use whatever guarantees I get, and then we'll go from there. I really could use a level 2 of somebody's.
I got it.
Do another red spiral. I like Penella's intercession.
Got a surprise for you.
I hit all the buttons, to be fair. I did not hit right trigger, I hit triangle. But it feels like sometimes that just refreshes, and I don't understand. Because I'm pretty sure on the PS4 controller, triangle is why. Oh no. Well, looks like we're fighting. Do I have an item that cures Petrify? Because we're going to try it. Alright, Vaughn. Quick. So, I'm confused. I just cured Petrify. Penello, you got raise? Vaughn is cast into the void. Well, that doesn't seem fair. Is he coming back? Well. Balthier is an interesting choice. I know that he uses guns, but guns apparently ignore armor. They don't ignore things like spells like protect and all of that, but apparently they ignore armor. So it could be worth a shot. So let's try to game this real quick if we can.
I never miss.
It took me hitting Y twice, which is so annoying.
Please.
I don't know if I'm gonna get another. Ah, I see. So it does the missed charge. It's hard to do that now with the mic. And then it does the refresh, and then it rolls.
Please.
I like that it keeps giving me Balthier. I mean, I'll take any one that I can get.
Please.
Ah, I mean, that's fine. 5 is good. I wouldn't ask for many more than that. I had to mute the mic during that cutscene, which is okay. Oh, that's pretty good. how much more room we got. Not a whole lot. Items. What can we do that might do a lot of damage? Cause one ally to mindlessly attack with weapon in hand. I remember getting it, but I don't know. Can I just banish him? Reduce HP of all foes in range by 1/4 of target's max HP. Alright, let's try water damage. We're just going to keep using items because they're faster. A null, I don't know what a null does. The water definitely did more. I don't know, this is heavy air damage. Pinello loses all MP. That's fine. This is heavy damage. We got this. Not with the team that I would have wanted, but we tried. And I don't know why it banished him to wherever it banished him. I don't know if that was a move of his, but that was some BS because I did use... Well, there's not enough people with... Wind damage seemed to be like the way to go. Hey, we did it. Well, that was wild. We are going to turn around, leave, and heal, by the way, because we need Vaughn back. Alright, we did it. Okay, we get it. I don't know. We're gonna touch this thing. Nothing happens, you glimpse some manner of device behind the jewel. Okay, so we need to put something there. Let's leave and just make sure that Vaughn can be healed. Alright. I'm gonna Google it real quick, actually. What is X Zone Final Fantasy XII? Okay, so it is just inflicted through Telega, a magic attack that only Demon Wall has access to. So wait, you're telling me, Google, that if I hit this and I touch the device, you're going to give me Vaughn back? Don't know how I feel about all that trustworthiness. Hey look, Vaughn. So X zone literally means that I have been X'd out of that zone. Which means kind of like the current map area. If I'd gone through any door, I would have been fine. Oh, we are going to save. Even though I would have really liked that XP on Vaughn. I didn't see how much XP it was. I don't even care. And I want to note that the only difference between what we did last night and The excess is probably 30 to 45 minutes of gameplay. I need to do nothing first, and then... There we go. Felt weird not having Vaughn as the leader. He doesn't need to be. But considering... I don't have him set up as an overly useful character, which means I would prefer to be controlling him. And let the gambits and the characters take care of the rest. I don't want to be doing the fighting, you kidding me? You can see we got some doors down here that take us to some stuff eventually. Kind of what those are, you unlock certain zones and you can go through those doors, and that will build a staircase of weirdness that allows you to get back up to the main level.
The wall comes. We must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
Bro, again? Oh, again with the shot? You can see that there's an actual boss, like, indicator on the right. We are going to get close enough to attack, and we're going to use our mist ability. We're actually going to start with White Whirl this time.
I've got you.
Just going to try to give it all the marbles.
I got it.
We're just going to do what we can. I wish Pinello had her double. Her second mischarge. I could have taken care of that by now, but, you know.
I got it.
Yeah, I didn't get anything on that anyways. Not a single one of those refreshes gave me an option. So hopefully this does good. Don't really know. That did half of everything. Alright, Vaughn, we're gonna do kind of what we did before. Had I known that we'd be using all of our items. I really don't think Dark did much. There was a moment there to use a button, and I don't know what that button was. That's interesting. So he's trying to use Telego, which is great, because that means that someone's going to get cast out of here, which is complete bullshit, by the way. Jack, come on, dude. Do we have, like, a Reflectiga? Please, Pinello, use this before he uses Telego. Of course, Vaughn got X-zoned. That's some heavy bullshit, dude. That's not even a fair attack. Oh, sorry, what? Yeah, I'm doing better. So, sorry, I was engrossed in the combat. It gave me a prompt to activate something. Usually, you get that when there's a jar or like a chest or something to open. But sometimes you get that when there's just an interactable. And it didn't look like it was a chest or anything, so... Balthier's attacks are way too slow. So let's make Balthier the party leader. Hit all the wrong buttons again. And I still got a few more arrow motes. Of course he's gonna cast sleep. Why wouldn't he? So we got reflect on 3 of us. It should be fine. Real quick, do these do anything? Yeah, so it was these. These altars have... Read the inscription. These words have been left by the Tomb Watchers. Quixit, the flames follow their shadow and they're staying. Dude, I ain't touching it. I don't know what to do. Just hit the boss once more and we beat it. Anyways, hi, welcome. How you doing? How's it going? Congratulations! Sorry, I had to... Alright, so we're gonna do the thing. What does this do? Okay, so I could only touch this when the boss was here. I wonder what that did. Maybe it sent him back. I don't know. Look, I've never truly struggled with that boss because you just dump a bunch of items into it. Especially if you end up with someone like Balthier, whose attack isn't the fastest. It's quicker just to use items. I do like survival games. I might have Project Zomboid, I'm not actually sure. I either have it, or I tried a demo at one point. Again, sorry for all the clearing and such. Give me anything? Oh, sweet. So now that we defeat the boss, this happens. Cool. I don't know if you remember, but there was a wall on this side that we could choose to avoid, which I fought right before you came to the stream. And then the main wall, which you had to defeat, which was this one. I kind of regret not touching these to see what they did. Is there even anything down here? Yeah, there's another door. That probably held the same button. The switch. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing too. Like, I thought that maybe they would fight the boss. Like, they would do some kind of damage. Place is crazy.
Incredible. It wounds me to look on as they pillage so solemn a place.
Yet without help, you and I are as nothing. Is this not so? He thinks ever and always on his own profit. Assure him of it and he shall remain true to our cause.
I do not share your majesty's trust.
We will continue this later. Now we should concern ourselves with finding the Dawn Shard.
I don't feel like they give...
Sleeps in waiting, somewhere deep within.
How can you be certain?
I can hear its call.
Hey look, an urn with the map in it. I don't think they give Balthier enough credit. He seems like he's in it for his own gain. I did. Patreon was something that I pushed like a long time ago. But of course, over the years, Patreon has kind of had a lot of changes that I don't know that I fully agree with. I've left it in the splash card because I do technically still have a Patreon, which, of course, don't get me wrong, any support to that is welcome. But it's just not something I really openly talk about having anymore. For me, subs on Twitch are going to be a lot more valuable in the long run. Patreon's kind of the same way. People see others, you know, become a patron and donate, and they're like, oh, okay, so, you know, other people are doing it. I feel safer to do it. It should take me back to the beginning. But subs are kind of like that on Twitch. I'd rather have the Twitch subs displayed on screen, so other people feel like they're getting something out of it. I mean, it's really all just about support though, right? I didn't mean to go this way. So I had some friends that were patrons, but this was before COVID and everything, and a lot of my circle got hit pretty hard with that. And they dropped it down to like $1. And I was like, dude, you don't even have to worry about doing that. Like, if you wanna cancel that, that's fine. I'm pretty sure at this point we've abandoned my Patreon. But a lot has changed over the years. I would still totally push the goals that I have on there, like, if that's something that ended up happening. Alright, let's get our fight on. Hey Vaughn, we're gonna stop with the stealing thing for a while, okay, bud? Thank you. Do you have any useful, like, attacks or anything other than steal? Nah, bro. You don't know anything useful. Makes me wonder why I use Vaughn. You guys come over here. Vaughn stole a blood sword? Excuse me? I'm assuming that's $63 and that comma wasn't intended. Because I really hope that I don't have anything with a goal of like... So it's probably a $50 goal. If I had to guess. It's been so long since I looked at my Patreon. Forgot why I was in here. Blood sword, right? It's funny if the first thing I said ended up being, like, useful. Does Canadian money use the comma? Or was that just a typo? That's an honest question. I'm not even trying to be shitty. Ooh, attack power 38. One hand on... Huh. Looks like we're going to be checking our licenses for Vaughn. You got a blood sword anywhere, bud? Yeah, you do. Dang. All these things. Comma, like... Is that a comma or is that a period? The 6306, it's 63 comma, like C-O-M-M-A. Whereas C-O-M-A would be coma. Alright, let's get infused, let's get the blood sword. We're not going to be able to do it, I don't think. So if I get the stupid gambit slot, which is not as useful. Okay, don't worry about the comma thing. Don't, just forget about it. Like a decimal. In place of a decimal. Just forget it. Not important. That's 150. That would be... Yeah, I'd be 8 shy of the blood sword. I really don't want the gambit slot though. I'm sorry, but it is not useful to me. Vaughn, maybe if you want to steal things, you can. Interesting. That is genuinely interesting and a little odd, but interesting. I'm always down to learn how other people have grown up to do things, be it the school system or, you know, stuff like that. The American school system is absolutely trash, so just gonna leave that to be a thing out there. So I think we start with the high road and then we work our way down. But yeah. So does that display for you in Canadian, in CAD, when you visit Patreon, or do you have to... I know nothing about nothing. Okay, cool. Like I said, it's... Things like that are almost near impossible to know unless you use like a VPN or switch your currency on your computer or something like that. So it's nice to know other people's perspectives.
Yeah.
Interesting. This guy is asleep, maybe. It's interesting how if he was asleep, it didn't show the asleep symbol on him. Like he was just chilling, doing his own thing. So it looks like these rooms will ultimately all connect. I'm just gonna trust pretty hard in the gambits that I've set up. I have a cat at my feet doing things. Maybe these, yeah. Do they not have anything to steal, or am I just really unlucky? Oh wow, yeah, 15%'s a lot. No, and I'm definitely not... That might as well be 15%. I'm definitely not asking anybody for money or anything like that. Best way, I think, is if you already have Amazon Prime. Those are the best subs you could give people. Because you're already paying for Amazon Prime, and you just get that free Twitch sub a month, for whoever you choose it to be. I often give them to friends, since I don't watch Twitch a lot. I'm much more of a watch YouTube kind of person. Okay, this is gonna get messy if Bond doesn't control his stealing for like 5 minutes. And I think, you know, that's not even just for me. Like, that free sub, because it's baked into Amazon Prime, is really... It helps the tax thing. Like, you don't have to worry about being taxed like the $5 sub or anything like that. And then, of course, the same for Patreon. Since they baked all the tax in, the creators end up getting taxed more per smaller donation. Not donation. You know what I mean. For smaller tiers, they ended up getting taxed like a lot more. So Patreon has really just become this cesspool of... I wouldn't recommend supporting that over something like a simple Twitch sub. Okay, cool. I'll make sure to put this as part of the conversation on YouTube. Just to be like, how to support me versus... I'm just kidding. I need to lock my chair before I go flying backwards. Yeah, I go back to work in a couple days, so his streams are probably going to slow down. Ideally not, though. But we'll see. Having all this extra free time has made it easy to just stream at the end of the night or whenever. Oh yeah, we have taxes around here. I know with the stuff I sell, taxes at work are like 7.25. But I'm pretty sure Like, that sounds good compared to 15%, don't get me wrong, but everything else we pay for is way expensive. I don't want to say Canadians don't pay a lot in taxes, because I know you do, for sure. But I also know in some way that balances out the regular cost of living. And I'm not just saying it for that whole stereotypical kind of, oh, haha, Canadians get free healthcare, because it's not free. You guys are taxed out the booty. But it seems like our cost of living is unnecessarily higher because we want to give the same 10 people all of the money. I should probably hit the button. Touch the jewel. Oh. Oh no. Oh, that's not too bad. Yeah, Vaughn, because now is the time to be stealing from people. Can we just, like, kill one of these, please? Basically what I'm saying is the American capitalism thing is really dumb. It's really bad. Really, really bad. That's all I'm trying to say. That's a major difference right there. But it's honestly the same way here. I think each state has different taxes. I don't know if it comes down to like counties and stuff like that. I couldn't tell you. I moved about 30 minutes away from my hometown, so we will see when this season's taxes come just how bad it's going to hurt me. I'm moving to the moon. That way I can pay moon taxes. And honestly, I should get a premium because the moon is drifting away at like 5 centimeters a year. And if we don't eventually course correct the entire moon, we're gonna lose kind of our tides and everything else important. But that's gonna be long after we destroy ourselves, so that's a happy thought. I don't like these guys because you can just barely get the loot before the chain goes away. Not that we're chain hunting. There was a revolution 25 or 6 because I don't have glasses on years ago? Dude, that's insane. Tell me about that. That sounds fun. I mean, it doesn't sound fun. You know what I mean. Please don't explode. Please tell me she used... No, she didn't. White magic, Kira. Alright, so I am going to run back, attack anything along the way, and then use the thing, just in case I have to use the thing that I didn't use the first time. Little XP won't hurt nobody. Biggest problem about not getting the oil off of us is that a lot of these guys are using fire, and that'll do increased damage. I'd like to believe that oil only persists through one attack, but something tells me that's not the case. So we gotta activate the other side of the altar, and then we'll be able to get through. Womp, 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 poof. Alright. Man, I am so excited for the rest of this game. I think for now we really should just focus on... Get down here. We should focus on the story. That way I don't have as many issues doing things, farming off stream. Since I don't have video editing software anymore, because I used Adobe Pro and I can't... sorry, I used Adobe Premiere Pro along with the encoder, and I can't afford that anymore. Coming up here, bud. Come on up. The water's fine. I don't know where it drops the loot if they die here. Maybe it just doesn't drop loot. Yeah. Quit attacking Vossler through the ground. I mean... maybe the game's just not gonna drop loot. Neat. And someone's gonna step on it. Oh. I'll take an explosion trap because the mana needed to heal through an explosion trap is much less than the mana needed to restore, I believe, a bunch of silences. Especially because if they silence Penelo, I have to use an item on Penelo, and then she can use Vox on everybody else. If the whole thing's too dark, let me know. I can increase the game's brightness probably through the settings. And I can also do some stream magic and apply like a gamma filter or something. Personally, I think it's fine. I run games on my good monitor that has the better brightness and everything, so I could better tell how people see my stream. I've just got like a really old monitor that came with one of the pre-builts that we had bought a long time ago from Best Buy. Go figure.
Yeah.
Now, PC prices these days, man, like part prices, you'd almost be better off going for a pre-built. As we know, the biggest downside with that is you either get a pre-built with a really nice processor and they sacrificed on the video card for the price, or it's the other way around. If you get a really nice video card but kind of a lower end processor, which I'd rather go for a pre-built that has a nice video card in it, like a pretty decent one, because I'm rocking one that's anywhere from 7 to 10 years old, and just swap out the processor because processors are cheaper. And no, my computer's not a pre-built, just I got some leftover monitor from one that was. Alright, let's Penelo. Let's get a Kira in here. Can anybody like cleanse and remove oil or anything in my party? Let's check it the easy way. Inventory abilities, auto sort. HP, revive, blind, silence, poison. Move beneficial status from one foe. Oh, that's it. I forget that Pinello knows decoy, which is fun. Alright, YOLO! That's what the kids say these days, right? Because the touch the drool. I'm gonna read this in chat, just kind of to myself while this fight happens. Oh god, I should have really removed that fire, oil. Whatever, it's fine. Pinello, just make this easy on me, girl. Use Kira and stop it. Thank you. Alright, let's try this again. We're gonna leave, save, teleport, all that, come back, and then go in. Not be stupid. I've read about half of it. I am a very distracted person. Wow, that's a lot of stuff to take in. And I know, dumb American question, but when you say English, you obviously mean, like, England sort of English versus the French. Although, technically, I guess we all pretty much come from European descent, since, you know, all the terrible things that the Europeans did when they came to what would be the United States of America eventually. It's amazing how crappy humans have to be to each other, right? It's kind of like I was saying, we give the whole system pretty much rewards the same 10 people all of the cash from everybody below them. One of those people would be Elon Musk. But just making people beg for livable wages and being able to pay for the home over their head. Crazy. And then the people with all the money are like, you know, just work harder. When their money kind of just flows in automatically at this point. Oh, that's all I have to say about that. I don't want to get too political.
Yeah.
It is factual, but it is also, unfortunately, political in nature. Not that I pride myself on being PC whatsoever. So we're going through this door so we can explore the lower half of this section. Uncover the part of the map that we haven't been to, even though we have all of the map information. Before I forget, Vaughn! Blood sword! Bro, let's go! Rare weapon. You're gonna tell me... You know, I don't even care, dude. It hits less, but it has a more interesting ability. That's what I'm about right now. I was all excited for that blood sword, and turns out it's worse. Aha. Dude. Look at Ash and Penelo working together to heal us of all of our ailments. Ow, that hits pretty hard. I remember those guys hitting pretty hard. I guess that explains it. Ash, don't do it again. You still did it. That pisses me off. You're using your MP for no reason, girl. Look, if sap ends up not... Oh, it did. What does sap even do? Oh, it lowers his HP? Maybe? That's cool. That could be very worth it after all. So I kind of mentioned it very briefly at the beginning of the stream when we were fighting one of the walls. I'm struggling with Balthier because of his guns. Guns in this game do not scale the same way as the other offensive weapons. For instance, Balthier's gun probably has a damage rating of 18. And as you can see, Vaughn has his sword doing anywhere from 38 to 40, depending on which sword I give him. I guess the underlying math, according to Google and old forums about this game, each weapon that's not a gun, and some other small exceptions, they have damage values that are damage anywhere between 0.1, maybe even 0, to 0, sorry, we'll say 0 to 1 point, we'll say a quarter, just to simplify things. So anywhere from 0 damage multiplier to damage multiplier of 1 1/4. Then it takes the square root of a larger number. Ultimately, it's random. There is some RNG in how much damage each of your attacks do. You can see somebody did an 85 there because they had a low roll. I'll read that in a second. Whereas guns, they pretty much do the square root, 2 times the square root of your damage, because they actually ignore things like defense, which is where you get the damage from guns. They just don't attack as fast. So it's a catch-22. Alright, so while we attack these guys, let's see what that says. Gil, eye potion. Oh, get the treasure, please. Eye potion. Almost didn't notice that I was stone petrified. Yeah, that's a bunch of crap. The English sound like they really screwed over the French in Canada. I don't know much about the stigmas that people have to like, kind of like grow up with and all of that. Honestly, I've never even thought much about the English side of Canada. If you said French Canadian, I'd be like, oh, okay. I'm familiar with the term. But English Canadian, that's different. I mean, we're talking about a country that pretty much teaches us that the only war we ever lost was Vietnam. But still tries to justify our reasons for being there. Oh, how sad. I mean, that was American history oversimplification right there for you. Alright, in we go. So this area is actually hidden on the map, which is kind of weird and annoying. I don't know if both places will lead to the same area. Just open the door. So it sounds like it's the typical case of the rich doing what the rich does. This doesn't look good.
Fog? Underground?
Not fog. Mist.
You can see the mist with your eyes?
Where it is thick enough, you may. The nether runs deep in this place.
So, is the mist dangerous?
Yes, but it is also an aid. A dense mist allows the working of powerful magics.
I'll keep that in mind. Can't count on Vaughn to keep track of these things. That's for sure.
Rude. But she's correct. So if I go around and run in from the other side, it'll take me to the same place, right? It doesn't matter which entrance I went through. Oh boy, faces. Great. So far, no items. Jack, I really thought you were Abby, and I was going to be way more happy. Abby was... probably chased her out. Okay, yeah, so this is the same thing. I was actually just looking for items. So never mind, we will press on. I do sort of recall what happens next. Another blood sword. Fantastic. No, Jack. I'm gonna go up the other side and see if there's another item. A high potion would probably be worth the trek. Or any damage dealing item. But if you give me like a regular potion, I'd be pretty sad. Phoenix down? Yeah, it's alright. We can revive though, so. A little bit of my inner hillbilly coming out there. Revive. Down to the bayou. Oh god. Do we risk dying? Do I really want to run? Orphanage too expensive. Alright, real quick. Should I run back and save or should I just... Oh, wow. Yeah. Dude, fuck the rich, honestly. I don't need all the money, but I would like to live comfortably. Think I should save or just go ahead and fight this? Alright. Alright. Look at you being all smart. Alright, but if I find out we overleveled for this fight, I'm gonna be asking you for like 3 minutes of my time back. But if I get wiped, I will be thanking you. So, we'll see. I like that they at least set up all these different teleport spots, so for the most part, there's not much of a run. I just get so turned around every time we teleport. And then we do this one. And then this one. The game is probably screaming behind the scenes about how many quick saves it just had to do. Wait. Right before the fight, we're going to double check our license board and get Pinello her second missed ability. And I realized last time I came through here, I completely ignored this teleporter. And I ran around like a dummy. Unless I was trying to uncover the map, but I don't think so. I'm making all that noise. Alright, Jack, if I find you somewhere you ain't supposed to be, you're going in timeout. I don't know what that means for a cat, but... Can I get a skateboard mod? Something that allows me to travel just a little bit faster. I forget what this guy's name is. A Freet? Nah, that's not him. Bahamut, one of them. Am I close? Ifir? I feel like I'm close. Nope, Belias. I was not close at all. So let's see what regular attacks do. You know what? Sure. Keep trying to steal from the boss. Because this is worth our time, Vaughn. A high arcana. Cool. Are you satisfied, my guy?
You're mine this time.
So we're fine until the boss does one of the things that the boss will do in certain phases and like roll out some powerful magic and kill us all. But the damage we are doing is fine. It's almost like I accidentally over-leveled myself or something.
I must be strong.
I must be strong. Oh. Dang it, we didn't get Pinello's second. Thanks, chat.
Here goes.
Oh, dang. I forgot that the missed charge on one person will potentially charge everybody. Back.
Here goes.
Dang. It had enough time to shuffle, but it didn't have enough time to give me the prompt. I really hate that whole mechanic that they have going on there. We get Torrent, though, which could be really good against a fire monster. Oh, dang, dude. Greater barrier. Oh, cool. So he's going to do the big fiery attack thing that I already spoke of that's going to completely wreck my day. Team wipe, here we come. Thank you, you're already doing Kira. Ain't you just a peach? Ash has fallen, that's great. Let's get that Phoenix down going. Ash. Bro. Dude, please heal yourself. Well, she's gonna use Kira, so hopefully we can last that long. Happy for a bit sounds fun.
In glory they arose, shouting challenges at the gods, but prevail they did not. Their doom it was to walk the mist until time's end. A legend of the Nemo.
My family tells a story of the Dynast King and an Esper. The story goes that in his youth, the Dynast King defeated a mighty Gigas, for which the gods took heed of him. Thereafter, it was ever bound to him in thraldom.
So, all this time it's been here guarding the Dynast King's treasure?
Not so. The Esper is the Dynast King's treasure.
That's your treasure?
In this Esper we now command rests a power whose worth is beyond any measure.
Is that so? Call me old-fashioned, but I was hoping for a treasure whose worth we could measure.
He says that, but I don't think so. I think Balthier has a big heart, but he likes to put on that leading man mentality. I don't think he's truly narcissistic. If he were, him and Fran wouldn't be such good partners. That's just me, though. It's like Vaughn also has some redeeming qualities. We're gonna read the inscription to see what it says. For this, return you to the Hall of the Destroyer. By other means, return you back to this place. It's not activated yet. I just wanted to read what I had to say. Clearly, because we haven't finished with this room yet. Alright, shh.
What's wrong?
Your Majesty, we must go.
That was not centered.
Wrestler. You will be avenged.
You think you'd notice that in your hand. This is all going too smoothly, if you ask me. Seems like we're about to get some bad news bears. Again, seems like a typical response. You know, I've got no issues with churches, but I do have issues with hypocrisy, and it seems like... I wonder if I could have just teleported. Also, I thought airships weren't supposed to work over here. That's why we had to walk. I've got a few questions. Seriously though, how did they fly over here? We had to walk. And I'm so sorry, cutscenes do not take the sound settings into account. So they're always, like, the original volume of the game.
Such a tremendous honor to again be graced with your presence, Majesty. You left us with such great dispatch upon our last encounter that I must confess I had begun to worry that we may have given your Majesty some cause for offense.
Such a heartfelt display of remorse. Now what is it you want?
I want you to give me the Nethicite.
The Nethicite?
That is a base imitation. We seek Wraithwall's legacy, the ancient relics of the Dynast King. Day-affected Nethicite. Did you not tell them, Captain Azalus?
Majesty, he speaks of the Dawn Shard. That is the Nethicite.
Are you mad, Vossler?
If we are to save Dalmasca, we must accept the truth. I will fight this profitless battle no more.
And that's why I didn't
Captain
level him up.
Azalus has struck a wise bargain. In return for the Dawn Shard, the Empire will permit Lady Ash to reclaim her throne, and the Kingdom of Dalmasca will be restored. Think on it. An entire kingdom for a stone. You must admit, 'tis more than a fair exchange.
And when all is said and done, your master will have another pet.
Lady Ash, let us take him for the people of Dalmasca. Your Majesty wallows in indecision on peril of their heads. And his shall be the first to fall.
Well, at least your sword is to the point.
To think the relics of the Dynast King were day-affected Nethicite, Dr. Sid will be beside himself.
What did you say?
Captain Azalus, take them to Shiva. They should have leave to return to Rabanastre soon. I want you to assess its power.
Did our orders not specify that we return the stone for testing?
I will not chance returning with a stone that is yet unproven.
Mwahahahahaha. Again, sorry about the volume. If I tap out, it goes dark.
When we return to Dalmasca, we can announce that you are alive and well. I will then continue our negotiations with the Empire. I believe Lars has the key. He'll listen to us. We should trust him.
Who are you, Vossler, to talk of trust?
A son of Dalmasca.
Yeah, it's true. Ash is a heavy breather. She's not my favorite.
Our equipment here is limited, so we'll be using the ship's drive to make our assessment. Once we've connected the stone, the reaction should be easily measured.
Methods do not interest me, only results.
Fran, take it easy. I'm gonna have to talk over you so I don't get banned.
Heat. The mist is
Uh-oh.
burning.
Woo, spicy.
6,800, 6,900, 7,000! This must be day-affected Nethicite! The count still climbs!
Ah, we found it at last. True day-affected Nethicite. The power of the Dynast King in my hands. Blood alone does not an emperor make, vain.
What is this? Something's wrong!
What is it? You stand.
Hold her down!
wrong with her?
I always knew Fran didn't take well to being tied up.
Oh,
I just
no,
never
it's
knew how much.
not the time,
How
but
about you?
I like Fran's idea. Let's get out of here.
No farther! Sky Pirates, the future of Dalmasca will not be stolen.
alright, Vossler. I didn't give you any
Why do
equipment.
this, Bosch? This struggle is futile. You must know where it leads.
I do know. All too well.
Vaughn, you know what? You want to steal things, go ahead and steal things. I don't even care. I had to quickly high potion Pinello, just in case. Also, can we remove her slow, please? Pinello is very important to my cause. Oh man, I accidentally used a remedy. Oh, that's terrible, man. Alright, we should be free to kill the swordsmans now. Please don't ever use a remedy again. Jesus. I wanted to use the Chronos tier, not remedy. Hey Pinello, you have a magic that makes them attack. Make Vaughn be the target of all allies, please. It gives me a little ducky. Okay, Vossler has nothing to steal. So, real quick. Stop stealing. Can we please finish off this swordsman? My god. Alright. She can't summon? Why can't she summon? Can someone tell me why she can't summon? Oh, also, Pinello. Because now seems to be the time for this. Only one character can obtain this license. When a character obtains a license, it will be removed from the boards of all others. Blah blah blah. The second board license has been added to the license board. Characters who have earned the second board license can access an additional license board. Oh, I didn't know that was a feature. So that's Evanescence down there. Go ahead and get that one. Yay! Let's increase our max health too. We're gonna give Vaughn a second board, for sure. You know, it's amazing that it took that long in Canadian history for things to happen, but I mean, you think about like the United States women's voting rights and how long just, I mean, heck, we're still fighting for honestly just basic human rights. Humans should not be in charge of anything, especially not other humans. I know that leaves us without very many options, but I'm happy to make my point. Oh my god, if I hit the wrong button one more time in the next 2 seconds. Let's go ahead and use our stuff on Vossler. Sorry, I just noticed that Ash poached I also didn't mean to shuffle there. I saw that Ash poached a pebble. So she killed the HP critical dude and stole a pebble from him, which is worth 2 gil. It's just amusing to me.
You're mine this time.
See, I would roll earlier on in this to refresh to see if I can't get like a level 2 quickening. But
I must endure.
if I miss the prompt anyways, it's not gonna matter. Or if it gives me an empty board. And also, you can't roll as soon as the thing starts. There's a small delay. And then if you think it didn't take, there's like an input delay and it rolls twice. See, enough time for a mischarge and nothing else. It's so stupid. At least we got Torrent. I kind of like Torrent. Nice. Bossler, I liked you, man. But you sold us out.
Engine power falling rapidly. Each negative. Impossible.
Engine room, this is the bridge. Report.
What are they doing down there?
Happened?
The Nethersite's draining the ship's power.
Disengage it at once.
I want that number 3 unit sealed. Let me in.
I'm sorry to say, but that's just super sad for humanity that we have to suppress people's basic rights to function.
Ash, let's go.
What is going on with his arm?
All I have done, I've ever thought of Dalmasca first.
I know you do. I would ne'er gainsay your loyalty.
Look on what my haste has wrought. Did I act too quick? Or was your return too late? I can serve her no more. You must take up my charge.
This might get a little dicey.
The mist. It manifests now.
Is that what you call this?
What's that?
I think it's the Dawn Shard.
Then what are we waiting for?
If you were to ask me what one of my favorite cutscenes in this game is, that right there.
Of the Arcadian Imperial Army
Oh, I just love seeing everything exploding go
As
boosh.
word of the events in the yacht sounded throughout the Empire.
Bro, I do not
Quit
care what you
Ibujeva,
have to say.
Citing sudden malady. My true motive, to bring the various counter-imperial forces scattered throughout Ivalice together in unified resistance. By this time, Lady Ash had made her return to Rabanastre. She had not, however, made known her presence. Rather, she was content with keeping both her own whereabouts and those of the Dawn Shard concealed. Had she chosen then to go before her people, my error in announcing her suicide would be known, to the great detriment of my efforts to assemble a resistance. In such circumstance as the Lady Ash then found herself, even were she to proclaim Dalmasca restored, it would serve only to invite the Empire's wrath. Though Arcadia had lost her 8th fleet, she remained, as ever, a military power with which to be reckoned.
Thank you. Marquis Gondor. This building is so stupid. It looks cool, but it's so impractical.
The Rosarian Empire assembles a vast host under guise of martial exercises. It is our belief they wait for the proper pretext, the sooner to make their strike against Arcadia.
The loss of Leviathan and her fleet at such a time comes as a most grievous blow. Were Rosaria to invade, the battle would be hard fought. Had Lord Vane not deployed the fleet so capriciously, we would not now find ourselves in such perilous circumstance.
Lord Vane shall be made to answer for his actions. It is the will of the Senate. Excellency, though he be your son, justice must be served.
A convenient thing, justice. And so I must now make a choice between my throne and my son.
A most lamentable situation for us all.
Oh? For Lord Vane, perhaps. Yet surely Lord Lauser will make for a fine emperor.
Lauser so adores his brother, and he is yet young.
But he will not remain young forever. Already he busies himself unraveling Lord Vane's tangled skein. Lord Larsa has found his role to play and pursues it with some enthusiasm.
Ah, yes. And who would set him at such tasks?
What matter? Lord Vane himself once saw his elder brothers brought to like justice, did he not? At your Excellency's behest, as I recall.
You may put yourself at ease, Lord Gramis. So long as the Senate watches over her, Arcadia's well-being will ever be ensured.
By your will, I shall bid Vane return to Arcades.
Oh yeah, this part of the game. Fun. Every part of the game is fun.
So, it was the Dawn Shard that brought down the Imperial fleet.
You know your stuff.
Destructive power of such force. I've seen it once before. Lady Ash, you know of what I speak.
Nabudis.
The capital of Old Nebradia. Lord Rassler's fatherland. At the time of the invasion, a division of Imperials entered the city. There was a mighty explosion. Friend and foe died alike. Something was there. One of the Dynast King's relics. The Midlight Shard was in Nebradia.
More Nethicite. Well, no wonder they invaded.
That ridiculous war. The trap at the treaty signing. All this because Vayne wanted power. He must not be allowed to claim the Nethicite. The Empire must never hold it.
Oh, they already do. The Dusk Shard, most likely the Midlight Shard too. Besides, can't they manufacture Nethicite now?
Very well. Then the path set before us is clear. We'll use the Dawn Shard to fight them. Dalmasca does not forget kindness, nor ill deed done. With sword in hand, she aids her allies. Sword in hand, she lays to rest her foes. This Nethicite I hold must be my sword. I will avenge those who have died. And the Empire will know remorse.
You even know how to use it?
Come on, Vaughn.
The Garif may know. The Garif people live by the old ways. Magicite lore is a part of their culture. They may hear it. The cry of the Nethicite's power. Whispers of the stone's menace.
Dangerous though it be, what we need now is power. Should we declare Dalmasca free without the means to defend our claim, the Empire would crush us. You must take me to meet with the Garif.
They live beyond Osman Plain.
Not exactly close.
Compensation, is that what you want?
Straight to the point, aren't we? I like that. Compensation. How about the ring?
This? Isn't there something else?
No one's forcing you. I'll give it back to you as soon as I find something more valuable.
What do you mean something more valuable?
Hard to say. I'll know when I find it. What is it you want, Vaughn? What are you looking for?
Me? What am I looking for? I guess... Well, you know...
Did he just take her old wedding ring?
The Garif are said to dwell in Kirwan.
So they do. We'll need to head south, past the Giza Plains.
It is the rains now in Giza. The wadis will be swollen with the deluge. Passage may be difficult.
But those same waters may also lay open new routes to us.
Regardless, we must go south, yes?
First things first. You're eager to be on your way, I know. But we should see that we're prepared before setting out.
I made my resolve 2 years ago. I swore to overcome any hardship I may face.
Man cannot live by resolve alone, Princess.
So this is the part in the game where they open up Giza to the wetlands, to the rain times, to the. While I'm here, and this may completely screw up the plan to get into Giza. Where's the teleporty lady? We need to go to the Sand Sea. So real quick about what you said. I mean, it's really hard to kind of say that somebody is in the right when they're out there killing people, right? Like bombing and doing stuff, no matter what the reason. Like, you might have a good reason for doing something, but the reasoning can be lost in the execution. And that's how terrorists are born. Although in some cases, they're just horrible people. I mean, technically in all cases. You know what I mean. I do not condone all of that. You defeated Demon Wall, impressive! Two Demon Walls. So I am curious about something in the game, and I'm gonna have to look it up. I killed... Hold on. Let's find it. Bestiary. Be down in bosses, probably. Really? It's not a boss. Okay. Tumorith Wall... I guess killing it doesn't count as like a boss or anything. So we killed the... What are they called? It was the Uritzen Yensa Eater. By the way, these guys and their bodies really confuse me. Okay, so they're a race evolved from crustaceans to bipedal humanoids. Okay, so that explains why they look like they have mechanical legs. They're actually just crustaceans. Neat. I don't know if I need to talk to that Moogle who was asked for help in dealing with the dude. I don't really know. Thought I was supposed to get something for it. I want to clear the beasties out real quick. I stop hitting the wrong button. Yeah, these guys are just cute. So I have killed a couple of these. These were those flying dragon things that were in the Jensen Sand Sea. So it even tells us what they drop. In some cases. We need to kill more of some of these. I do like that there's like lore and kind of all the stuff about these. What is this? Oh yeah. The fact that some of these aren't bosses tells us that we're gonna have to be fighting more of these, like this guy. So that's great. Bent staff. Okay. So if I can remember where to fight the Bagaloys, where we've already been, we might be able to get a staff from them. real quick, what do we have here? 1,000 pieces of loot. Privateer. Already checked that. Pinello's new. 100,000 gil. We already had that guy. Spelling over 500 foes. Nice. Jack down. Alright, I'm tired of doing the bestiary stuff. Okay, so we need to go... Okay. Thanks. I mean, hey, broken staff, like, I'm down to sell everything. I want money. And how do you accidentally kidnap a French government representative on accident and then like, oops, huh, shot him dead? Now that one's where I get a little confused, and I think rightfully so. That's like saying I accidentally made and then ate this ham sandwich. There was a lot of steps that had to be involved in that. Hey, Jack, no. Jack? Fuck, man. Just behave. Dude's trying to jump on my countertop. Alright, let's go here and sell some stuff. So, loot. So, succulent fruits, I got $12,000 worth, which is nice. That was from the farming that I did prior to King Wraithwall's tomb. So, there's really no reason to hold on to loot other than maybe the teleport stones. Oh, I see. So we do have bent staffs, but they're worth 1,000 apiece. That alone could be worth trying to farm up for. So it seems like we have a lot of money. This is not going to go very far. And I'm done hoarding on to loot. Especially things like this. So, couple things. We have 2 Grimoires. One of them was for talking to either the attack or the defense merchant 15 times. And then another one was similar. I could look up the guide and figure out, depending on what costs what money, what I'm actually going to be getting. Right now we're not going to buy those. We're just going to buy these and see what we get. I don't think any of these are actually doing anything for us. Fiery arrows is good. The bow, probably not so much. Let's go ahead and equip Fran. So the only problem with this is instead of attack 2, which brings her from 50 to 49, it's going to have an element with just fire. The issue with that is if we come into contact with anybody that has fire resistance, he's going to do less damage. Yeah, so all of these make sense as to why they would maybe not be so good. We still need to press on with the story in order to unlock more things. Let's go into sell. So Mithril Blade, we're gonna keep it. Ancient Sword, like, Petrify is cool, but I don't know. We did get a secondary blood sword that we can sell, which is nice. Is there any reason to keep this Mithril Blade? Like, honestly. I don't know why I've been keeping it. I'm seeing an argument. Jack, get off me. So, long story short, there's literally no purpose in keeping the Mithril Blade other than, at least on the PS2 version of the game, it technically has a higher rarity than the Zodiac Spear, which we're not going to talk about. I'm going to read that in a sec. But, long story short, no. There is no reason to keep the Mithril Blade, so I'm going to keep it for that reason. Makes sense. I think we're gonna stick with his blood sword for the sap, even though I don't know what sap does. Might as well look it up while I'm here. Sap decreases the afflicted HP at a fixed rate of 10 HP per second. It is inflicted by the abilities Bleed, Bio, and Scourge, by the Chopper or Blood Sword weapons, and by equipping a specific shield. Interesting. Alright, so what is all this? Yeah, they did mess up really badly. So, basically, typical idiot with a gun. Doesn't know how to use gun. Doesn't realize you only fire at something with the intention of hitting it. Surprised that he hit the target that he did not intend on hitting, but he'd seen one too many movies about shooting around people to scare them and make them dance. Nice. Okay, right now we're going to get rid of this for money. That's amazing, honestly. That's the kind of crap I'd expect from the people in the United States. Like, that is some honest, like, Looney Tunes level dumb. Okay, time to stop hoarding things that I'm not using. 53,000. I think maybe we buy the grimoires, I don't know how you say that word. So please don't sue me. So, this is Mystic Armor. I don't think anyone else can use it other than Pinello. And then accessories, things that we're just too dumb to use. I think we buy these because they do generally enhance the game in some way. So, Sage's Monograph. There goes all of our money, by the way. And the Scholars. Possession of this text enables the acquisition of superior loot from elementals. Okay. Superior loot from constructs. What is a construct? And should I have purchased this before doing the Wraithwall thing? Because I had access to both of those. I just didn't have the money. And I didn't want to grind it out. I just wanted to do the story at some point. Clan Primer. I need to know what a construct is. To mimic a construct? No, it's an insect, which is weird. A Garchomachera? Or whatever that is? No, it's just a gargoyle. Would the walls have been considered a construct? No, it's a guardian. I would find it weird if that ended up becoming an independent country. Not saying that there would have been benefits in one thing or another, but knowing what we do now, it would just be odd to think of that as like its own independent country. We had a while with our presidential elections and like basically states being a bunch of big babies where they threatened to annex themselves from the United States to kind of become their own thing. Hilarious to think about now. But I'm looking at you, Texas. They were all like, wow, we can't get our way, so like, we don't want to live here anymore. Kind of like a child mad that his mom tells him to clean his room, and he tries to run away. Is pretty much the equivalent of that. Not saying that yours is similar. I'm just speaking about when we had our states being a bunch of big babies. It was basically the equivalent, and again, I don't think it was about slavery, but it was like the equivalent of back in the Civil War. It would have been like states being like, fine, if we can't be part of the US with our slavery, then we just will keep our slavery and not be part of the US. Pretty much how all that went down. Oh, it's impressive. Deal damage based on total steps taken to all foes in range. Bro, that could be cool. We've taken 156,559 steps. Now I'm sure that decimal point's going to be moved to like, you know, I'm going to be doing like 156 damage. 1 damage for every 1,000 steps taken or something stupid. But it is worth buying. What am I even doing? We need to teleport to the south gate. I do need to take a quick break. It's been 2 hours. It's not going to be like a 15. I'm probably going to set it for a 15. But it's not a 15. I need to run to the bathroom and refresh my refreshments. In other words, I need water. Before my throat just absolutely dies. So we're going to do that real quick. And then we are going to go to the south gate and we will discuss how the Giza Plains and the wetlands work, because I've already read into all that. And if we can't go to the wetlands, then we're going to go to Gate 2 in Brugerba, and we're going to try to take down the turtle so we can kill our last mark currently. Alright, be right back. Alright, I am back. Told you it'd be a quick one. Everything working the way it's intended to be working. Seems to be fine. So it is the wetlands. The wet season. I don't know if the game is locking this open to us right now, or if it simply started the timer when the game decided that it would be allowed to be open. So we're going to go in and we're going to explore everything we can instead of just going to Site 2 and the Luzu mines in Brusherba. Oh wow. Guys are a little bit sturdier than the other ones. Neat. If we get a high enough chain on these... quick. Take a drink. Because I mentioned the word chain. They are beasts, which means that we should be able to potentially get higher loot from them. So it might be worth chaining some of these kills.
Yeah.
Now that I've kind of judged our power a little bit, I'm going to read that in a sec. I'm going to turn Vaughn's Steel Gambit back on. It should be fine. Losing Vossler only sucks. God, I love the wet season. It's a lot darker, but I just love that there's life. That will take us to whatever's left of that area. Do we just want to go explore each one of these sections? I think we want to do that. We might see about stealing from elementals, which sounds super dangerous because it is. In the Yensa Sand Sea, they only had 48,000 health, and I'm killing dudes with, you know, way less. It max 2,000 health. Pretty sure the frog is the higher priority target here, but I'm not going to change anything. Yeah. Definitely the higher priority target here. Also, Pinellas only do 92 damage. Okay, second and last try for a referendum happened in 1995. The vote was 49.5. Dang, dude. So close. So let me ask you something. What would you want? Obviously, since I have no real say in what matters one way or the other, this would be like an American talking about Brexit. What do you, as a citizen of the old Canada, what would you prefer in those options? Oh, cool. These little elementals only have 14,000 health. Only. Let's kill this guy quick. I'm not even trying to... I said I wasn't going to try to steal from it, then I immediately tried to steal from it. Oh, man. Like... Ooh. Okay, that's 38 Sorry, 3,800. I find their faces so weird. Like, they're up there. Right? Are those actually their faces? Ow. Hopefully I stole what I needed to from it. Oh, come on, poach work. Nice. We're gonna keep trying to steal from it. I don't think I've ever played such a steel-heavy playstyle in this game before. Look, I just want the loot. I just want the treasure. And I just want to not piss off the elemental. That was something I didn't understand about the Sand Sea, was that the elementals there were just getting naturally pissed off at me. The same thing happens down in those mines early on in the game. The fire elementals were just being real D-bags. Angel Song is a heal, right? Oh no, it increases your health. Maybe I can lower it. I think it casts regen. Yeah. There's gonna be tons of frogs anytime that we get close to the edge here. Surprised there wasn't one there. So it's got shell. It's got 14,000 and it's weak against ice. And it's level 25. Guys, I don't want to be the one to tell you this is a terrible idea. Like, I may actually need to... try to... Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. We are using quickenings
You're mine this time.
on a frickin' storm elemental because I am scared for my life. I don't even know if we ever stole anything from it. So will this automatically count as 4 hits because I'm using a level 2 quickening? Oh, it was a mischarge anyways. I couldn't have done it. I don't know how many hits this counts as. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that sucks. What's it give us? Oh no. Oh no, I was trying to get a drink. Run away! Ash is gonna die. And I ran the wrong way. Quick, everybody cast their shit. Hope that elemental isn't chasing us. As long as it's trying silence, there's nothing to steal. Okay. Run away! Hey Vaughn, can you steal from this guy? Run away. This is scary. Wait, no. I want to go this way. Wait. Wait. I want to take a left. Okay, it's down this way. Look, I'm scared for my life, so everybody just stop for a minute. We can get back to that save crystal in the safe spot where that town was. I don't think it's currently there right now. Oh, cool, they're both knocked out. Hold on. I'm gonna need y'all to, like, get off my kids for a second. Oh, it was the other way. We need to be in here. So the tents and, like, everyone that was here should be gone. Yeah. There's some Moogles. Yeah, I didn't realize everybody was dead. Well, would I be looking for a sad-looking man? Creatures there are murder. Neat. Well, I hate to tell you, but the creatures here aren't exactly the greatest. South of Starfall Field, there, the plain. Uh-huh. Sure thing, buddy. I feel like he has a mark. Where's Starfall Field? Oh. I see. Alright, let's try this again. I think I saved. Oh boy. Try to deal with these before everybody starts running away. Everybody attack the dang toad, man.
Yeah.
And now the hyena, please. Basically, Vaughn's trying to steal from everybody again.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Where's my way out? This way? We're going. Everybody run. This was not the one that I was looking for. So if we thought the little guys could kill me... this guy... Mardu Entite, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna need you to just let me through. Thank you for not being pissy. I definitely didn't attack your children at one point in my life. Also, please don't be pissy. I could use a little bit of support from our locals. Oh, no. I mean, it's only 2,253 health. Let's finish the hyena first, please. Yeah, sure. It hadn't attacked us yet, but it was hostile. Okay, let's double check to see if we can steal from it. We got braid wool. Great. So Vaughn's doing most of our damage right now. Because I have 2 supports and a Vaughn. Oh, come on, poach, poach, poach. Yes! So good. Okay, I really need to read this. So, hold on. Yeah, you know what? I think, honestly, and I hate to say this, just based off of that description of things, I think the way it is now is probably best to just leave it that way. Especially now that things have kind of worked themselves out a little bit. So, I haven't really explained this whole wither tree thing. If you don't know about it, you can attack these trees. They drift somewhere to the southeast, as it says. And it's useful for things later. I should have been checking for more of them along the way. But we're going to have to find all of them. Cool history lesson, though. Always good to learn about. Yeah, for the tortoise. I forgot you knew that. I was trying to be vague. Come on, man. Nah, it's alright. I'm just joking. Yeah, I want to say there's like 3 or 4 of them. I don't remember where they are, but I do see one off in the distance, I think. Hold on, let me see. Face the direction to hit the map key. Probably not. But trees like it. And it's gotta hit all the dead trees. But that's not what we're here for, so let's not make that our mission. We will steal and we will attack the dogs. Come on. There's no way he had over 90% health that whole time. Jerk bag. No, and I have no idea what poutine is. I've heard of it, but I have no idea what poutine is. Guys, it's sleeping. Don't attack it. Come on. Alright, well, I'm going to open up a P.O. box and people can send me all the poutine. Okay? If it's edible, I'm pretty much into it. And I hope some of the stuff is valuable that we're stealing, because we have done some major hits to our bank. Alright, one more toad. And then we follow this to the right. And hope that this dude's not all like pissy with us. I know I didn't get it to the right. I was looking for more trees. Alright, somehow we got turned around. I don't see a tree over there, so we're just going to focus on going the direction we are supposed to. I like that more often than not, Ash gets that poach off. What makes you mad, dude? Can I just, like, stand in front of you? What upsets you? You are vicious looking. Alright, let's go over here. I don't know what poutine is made of. I only just know that poutine is a thing. And it sounds like poo. So, worst part about being in these plains is I have not only no idea how strong things are. Looks like they're level 21. Means we have slightly over-leveled for. But it also means I have no idea where the save crystals are. I don't remember anything about this area. And now Vaughn is being targeted, which is terrible. Because he can't actually hit. He can kind of just be here for moral support. Poach, 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 poach. Nice. So I think for this area, we actually switch our party leader to Balthier. That way, everybody can attack. Alright, everybody gather. Party. Balthier needs to be our leader. Does he have steel? Can he steal? We don't need Libra right now, actually. I'm gonna clear that. Can he steal? Yes, he can. So, any... we're gonna do the thing with health again. His gambits are pretty bad, but now we can at least attack air guys with all three people. And even though he's got guns, he should still be pretty okay. Let's continue to try and steal. Dark Magicite. I'm pretty sure those Sulfur okay mounts. That's the good thing about Vaughn too, by the way, is as a leader he's completely useless. So he's easy to swap out. I know that might sound a bit harsh, but look, I didn't make the character. I technically did. I gave him a license board. It made him kind of useless. Where are we going? Just south. Okay. Are these guys? Oh, cool. 3,000 health. So glad that I got myself into this. I'm so glad, in fact, that we're just gonna run. And they hit the explosion trap. Nice. Very classy. There's gonna be a lot of dudes that we can't really fight, I don't think. Wow, that sounds amazing. I'm not too familiar with Thai food, but I do know it's often pretty good. So I think we're going to be doing a lot of just running and screaming through this area until we find the place we're supposed to be going to. But I mean, you had me at French fries. I love French fries. I love potatoes, dude. Ouch. Nice. So we could fight this guy, or we could fight those guys. Or we could end up fighting all three of them. Or we could fight another snake too. Cool. Ash, would you like to be less slow? Alright, we have started something that I'm not too into here. Yet again, my stealing technique has caused problems. Oh, dude. Hey, Pinello, can you use that green magic on the random dude? No? Okay. I don't like any of what's going on here. Keep trying to steal from the hybrid gator. Nice. No, we're not attacking the adventurer, by the way. Yeah, I'd be down to eat that breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Sober or drunk. I I know a lot of foods taste better when drunk too, and honestly, potatoes just being a solid fan of them's. Hey, can we talk? No? Alright, I'll kill you later. Not right now. Hey, you wanna fight this guy? Huh? What? You wanna fight this guy? Here. Hey guy, come here. Come here. I'm gonna need you to help out with this. Let me even grab the other one. Pinello is just getting absolutely slapped over here. Oh, dude, you are making me hungry. So I feel like if we go down, we end up in mines or something. Tell you what, we're just gonna run through this area. I'm sick of it already. My issue is I don't remember anything about it, and I'd really prefer not to be. It's 12:30, and I need to start cycling myself back into my work schedule. So the sooner we do that, the better. Okay, so I think we go back over here. And we just keep going south as much as possible. Probably would have been a good plan when they said that it was south of the Giza Plains. Probably would have been a good idea to just go south. I like this area. It's good to see a good variety of enemies coming back again. After looking at like a lot of the same stuff. Got a lot of angry chocobos. So this is one of those places I was talking about. If you have a chocobo, you can go through there. Not sure why everything got dark there for a second. A little terrifying. It might have been the angry chocobos using some of their witchcraft on me. Okay. So we go to the west then. I really didn't want to go over that spiral and then teleport across the map, but maybe it would have been better. This feels like we're getting somewhere. I'm pretty fond of tequila. Yeah, we found it. I don't do tequila straight. I pretty much mix everything that I drink. But I like margaritas. Take a good bunch full of that Jose Cuervo golden. I'm not huge on rum. I think the only rum that I've had though is Sailor Jerry's. They troubled me, not at all. That's not true. I ran from most of them. Another thing we like to do is take black velvet and mix that with either raspberry tea or lemonade. It's also pretty good. We use black velvet because obviously if you're gonna mix it, you don't want to use the good stuff. I have had Jack Daniels. I'm not a huge fan of Crown, though I think I just need to try a little bit more of it. Are these guys humanoid or like humanoid avian? Or like you can't tell me they're just masks. Look at the way they stand. And the backs of their necks and everything. They are not... They're humanoid, but they're not human, that's for sure. Which is okay. But yeah, margarita's got to be hands down my favorite. For better or worse. Okay. That's a shop. For you. Oh, I just need to ask random elders. Nanas. Alright, you can have your nanas. Damn, dude, they really do look all the same. I'm not even trying to be rude. The dude is with Geomancer Yuga Luga 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 Duga Luga. You're just a herder. Gee, this also looks promising. I know he's not the right... Well, maybe he is. Cross the bridge to the north, and there you will find him. There are watchers on the bridge, so I think best to speak with War Chief. Spitnulu. Spitnulu. Luliolioliu. That was weird. Alright. Let's get kind of our poking around done, then we're probably going to end the stream. What? What's the question mark for? I don't know how to say this guy's name. War Chief Supinulu. Don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I missed it because Nightbot was being dumb. Just saying, would say someone would send you a bottle of rum. Couldn't find it, you know, try it. I mean, probably. I would probably try it. I'd have to set up a P.O. box or something like that. I don't know what all the legalities of sending alcohol are and all that. As long as it's not opened, it's fine. Yeah, I don't see why not. I'd try it. I think the game's really trying to not get me to start this, but I'm gonna do it anyways.
This nethicite. You have used it.
It was not I who used it. Indeed, I had hoped you could show me how. Thus I've come.
You do not know the workings of the stone. Then we are no different.
What?
In ages past, the gods made a gift of nethicite to my people. But the manner of its use eluded us. Displeased by our failure, the gods took back their stones. They chose instead to give them to a Yum king. Called the Dynast King, he used the nethicite's power to bring peace to a troubled time. It is a curious thing. Though the blood of King Wraithwolf flow through your veins, you cannot wield nethicite.
Cannot wield it? So then, am I to understand you can't tell me how to use the stone?
Though it shame me so to admit, here before me stands a descendant of the Dynast King himself, and I can accord her no help at all. Still, even if you knew how to use the nethicite, you would find it of small avail. The mist collected in the stone over ages past is lost, and with it, the stone's power. It will be your posterity who wield the stone in ages yet to come. This stone is devoid of power, empty, yet full of thirst, a terrible longing to drink the world dry. The power of men and of magic, of good and of evil. It is often those who desire Nethicite whom the Nethicite itself desires.
Larsa?
I'm gonna answer that. I just don't like talking during cutscenes. That's all. It is a project. Like, it is something that I'd like to open. Like, if there's interest in people doing stuff like that, then I'm going to have to open a PO box at some point. There's a lot of projects in the future.
I say we ought to leave tomorrow. I was going to wait for my escort to return, but meeting you here has presented a great opportunity. This terrible war can be stopped, but I will need your help to do so.
A war?
You know the Marquis Ondor leads a group of insurgents. Your pardon. He leads a large resistance force against the Empire. Lady Ash, neither of our countries can afford this now. The Rosarian Empire would stir. They would aid the resistance and use this aid as a pretext to declare war on Arcadia, and Arcadia would have no choice but to answer. Lady Ash, let us go to Ber Omasace. With the blessing of his grace, the Grand Kiltius Anastasis, you may rightly wear your crown and declare the restoration of the Kingdom of Dalmasca. As Queen, you can call for peace between the Empire and Dalmasca and stop Marquis Ondor.
For peace? How dare you say that? The Empire attacked us, stole all we hold dear, and you would have me save them from war?
Dalmasca would be the battlefield. What if Nethicite were used on Rabanasta? You know my brother would do this. Forgive me. I presumed overmuch. I could think of no other way to avoid bloodshed. If you cannot trust me, then please, take me as your hostage.
Rustler.
You saw him, didn't you? Like at the King's tomb.
So you did see him too. But why?
It's strange. Before, I didn't even know what you looked like. And the prince? I barely knew there was a prince. Who knows? Maybe the person I saw was my brother.
Bosch told me about him.
He enlisted right at the end. But for what? He knew he couldn't win.
To protect something.
How can he protect anything when he's dead? Was it different for Prince Rastler? Did that make sense? Hating the Empire, getting revenge, it's all I ever thought about. But I never did anything about it. I mean, I realized there was nothing I could do. It made me feel hollow, alone. And then, I'd miss my brother. I'd say stuff like, I'm gonna be a sky pirate, or some other stupid thing. Just anything to keep my mind off it. I was running away. I needed to get away from his death. That's why I followed you. You know what? I'm through with it. I'm through running. I'm ready to find my purpose. To find some real answers. Some reasons. If I stick with you, I think I will.
I wish I knew.
I'll find him.
Damn,
I
still
will
going on.
accompany you to Mount Baromises.
I had hoped you'd say yes. I'm glad.
My heart is not set. I still have questions. I hope to find answers along the way.
I had other reason to invite you. There is someone I'd like you to meet waiting on Baromises.
Who is that?
An enemy, and an ally also. You will just have to wait and see for yourself.
That Larsa likes his secrets.
He does not mean ill by it.
He's not bad. At least for an Imperial.
Oh, don't be a dick. Although, I suppose he's got a point there. They're talking about warring nations and all that.
Holy Mount Baromises stands at the northern end of the Yacht Remuda. Once we're in Yacht, we need not fear pursuit by their airships.
Don't get your hopes up. You remember the Leviathan sailed straight over the Yacht Yensa, right up to Wraithel's tomb. Skystone that works even in Yacht. You know, Nethersight's behind it. Little wonder they're so keen on the stuff.
Guess that explains my
question. And what is it you're after, Balthier? You're a welcome hand and a great aid, but why?
Worried I'm out to steal the Nethersight, eh? Can't say I'm unaccustomed to people doubting my intentions. Nothing could be further from my mind. Shall I swear by your sword or some such?
Apologies, but I needed to know where you stand. Her Majesty depends on you, and you seem to have an interest in the stone.
I'm only here to see how the story unfolds. Any self-respecting leading man would do the same.
I like having guests because it's another fighting hand. Oh my god. So you will leave, yup. That's the idea. Give me something good. Recurve crossbow, a quiver of onion bolts. Nice. I can get a free Jaboka Coco, Boca Choco. Kojo Bokako. Remember that show? I think it was called Bobobo. Fun times we have lived in. I'm not taking the free Chocobo ride. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more scouting. But I know the reason they want me to take it is because I think off to the right here there was one of those Chocobo entrances. I'm pretty sure it was right there on the right edge, but I'm gonna have to do a little more scouting for that. With that said, we did just save the game, and it is going on 1 in the morning, and I need to get back to regular work schedule for the next couple days. As far as a PO box and some other stuff goes, I'm gonna have some stuff to think about. Since Patreon's not so much an option anymore, because I don't really want to deal with all the taxation and F with all of that. I might make it a sub goal and do what we can't do to grow the community. No, Final Fantasy XII is not the only game I play. But yeah, there's gonna be a few things to think about for sure. Especially, you know, there's no reason to do something prior to people having interest in it. So interest is good. Interest is very good. Alright, but with that said, thank you so much for watching, stopping by, talking. Thanks for the history of Canada. It's actually some interesting stuff. It's always nice to hear about some place that we didn't destroy. Not yet, anyways. Thank you guys for watching. Stay positive, have yourselves a great day, great night, great evening. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.